It is Sunday morning and I am preparing this biscuits and gravy casserole. This recipe is so good if you like biscuits and gravy. And the star of the casserole is just gonna be these refrigerated Southern home style buttermilk biscuits with this packet of gravy mix. And then last night before I went to bed, I cooked the sausage. So it's already browned and ready to go. So we're going to a brunch today to celebrate my mom's birthday. And I'm bringing this, and I'm also bringing my crock pot grits, and they've been cooking all night. They smell so good. So let's put this casserole together. Here I have a 9x13 pan that I have prepared with butter. And I'm gonna take these biscuits and cut them into fours. And I'm gonna layer them on the bottom of this prepared dish. What do y'all do to celebrate in your family? In our family, we love to celebrate with brunch, whether we go out. We do have a couple of favorite spots to go for brunch, but we also really enjoy preparing brunch at home. Everyone brings a dish and we all get together. It's just so nice. So, and my preferred, if you've been watching my channel, you will know my preferred method of cooking is in the crock pot or anything that I can prepare ahead of time. Because, you know, the morning of, you just never know when you have kids, especially when you have kids, you just never know how your morning's going to go. So I like to take as much of the guesswork out as possible. That's one reason why I always brown the ground sausage the night before or ahead of time whenever I'm going to make this particular casserole. It just takes one step out from having to do it in the morning. I still have to go get ready. Anyway, I'm just cutting these into four. Now this casserole you also could make for like, you know, a holiday morning. This would be so good for a Christmas morning casserole. Also just like a Saturday, if you wanna make things a little bit special, Saturday morning breakfast, or like I said, brunch. It just kind of makes a nice addition to a brunch menu. Here's the biscuits in the bottom of the casserole dish. I'm just gonna add on that cooked sausage, and you can just put it on there as evenly as possible. This recipe is so easy and the results deliver. This is so good. Whenever I prepare a dish for especially like a special occasion, I always use this brand, the Tillamook cheese, and I got the triple cheddar blend. I really like the farm style shred as well. It's a little thicker and I just think it tastes good. But of course, any cheese will do. All right, the recipe calls for about a cup, but I'm not gonna measure it. I'm just gonna shake it on till it looks right. Just gonna kind of cover the whole top. And I always like to make sure we get the corners covered because I just think it's important. And now I'm gonna set this aside and prepare the eggs. So we're gonna combine 6 eggs and a half a cup of milk in a large bowl. Then we're going to pour this over top of the casserole with a little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm gonna make the gravy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this recipe is so good. Then I'll make the gravy. I'm gonna pour that on top of the whole casserole, and we're gonna bake this for 40 to 45 minutes. My oven is already preheated to 350 degrees. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alrighty then. Alright. You can use whatever milk you want. I like to use whole milk. That's pretty much all we buy in our house. So half a cup of milk, salt and pepper. And then we're gonna whisk them together. Now y'all look at this. I was gifted this by one of my subscribers that I know in real life. Like, I don't have a P.O. box listed anywhere or anything, but you know, some people who know me in my real life love to give me stuff for the channel and for our kitchen in general. But look at this. Okay, so this is a whisk. It's flat. It's by the brand Joseph, which we really like. They have such modern, cool designs. Anyway, so it's flat. You can store it easily in your drawer, but then when you need it as a whisk, you just twist the green part and it opens up into a whisk and locks in place. And it works so good. So thank you for gifting me this. It's really, really great. A great little tool to have in the kitchen. We're gonna pour this right over top of the casserole. And it'll all spread out evenly as it settles. Next, we're going to make the gravy according to the package instructions. I'm going to read this to you. It's so easy. So don't be intimidated by gravy. I have made it from scratch before, but this is really, I've always used this in this recipe because it specifically calls for this size of a gravy packet. But here's what you do. You're going to bring 1.5 cups of water to a boil on the stovetop. You're going to blend this in a separate bowl with 1/2 cup of cool water. We're going to whisk it together. We're going to set it aside. And then we're going to pour the mix of the gravy and water into the boiling water and whisk it together. It thickens so quickly and nicely. It's really easy. Making it from scratch is really easy too, but like I said, this is what the recipe calls for, so this is what I'm going to use today. I've got my 1.5 cups of water on the stove top over there coming to a boil, and I'm just going to add this packet into Okay, so I just added this to way too much water. Let's see. You guys, it happens. It's early. Oh. So I wasn't paying attention. It is a little early, no excuse. I should have been focused, but I added this to a little too much water. So I drained out what I could, trying to keep the gravy mix in here. It's gonna be fine. And it better be fine because I don't have another pack of gravy mix, but we're just gonna whisk this together. It's gonna be fine. And then we'll wait for our water on the stovetop to come to a boil. My water's boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this in and whisk it all together. I'm just gonna whisk it until it thickens, which will only take a moment. So you see it's really nice and thick. It came to a little bit of a boil on the stove together. It's just, It just comes together so easily, and that's how to do. So from here, we're just gonna take this gravy and pour it right on top of the casserole. And there will be plenty to cover the whole top. Again, don't forget your corners. Then we're gonna take this and put it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. And it's gonna travel nicely. It's gonna have time to settle all together. It's gonna be so good, so good. All right, so we're here for birthday brunch for my mom. Cheers to 75 years. We've got a cake, some beautiful flowers.
We'll be back Saturday.
Of course, we've got all the fixins for hot chocolate and mimosas. We've got fruit salad. Here is the biscuits and gravy casserole. It came out looking great. And then we have 2 overnight breakfast burrito casserole choices with fixins of sour cream and salsa. They look really good, and I will post all the recipes down below that we're having today. Here's the Instant Pot slow cooker grits, cheese and butter for the side, and we're gonna go with some chopped chives today. Over here we've got some breakfast sliders. They are sausage, egg, and cheese. Is one of these ham, egg, and cheese?
No, one's sausage, egg, and cheese, one's bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh. One's bacon, egg, and cheese, and one is sausage, egg, and cheese. They look so good. It smells amazing in here today. And then we've got some bacon, fresh off the griddle.
Yeah.
So you rent to the same folks every year?
Yeah, it's through agency. They do package deals.
And I love them. I need a fork and everything.
Well, I hope you enjoyed coming along to my mom's birthday brunch. We had a really great time celebrating her. As always, I will link the recipes down below. Happy birthday to my mom. Thank you for adding a dash of gratitude to your day, and we'll see you on the next video.